Hello ICT101 students. I'm recording this short video just to kind of go over the first part of the ProQuest assignment. This will be used for sections 08 and section 10 as well. So we are working within week 2, and what I would suggest to start is looking over the slides and then looking at this ProQuest suggestions. This is in here and I'll just quickly open it as a link that is set up as an electronic file within Canvas, so you can view it right here, but there's also a Word doc here as well. And so this is just giving you some kind of tips. We're going to go over these a little bit more in class Thursday, tomorrow, but I wanted to alert you to this to make sure that you're following some of the basic guidelines when you're starting your search for sources related to media bias. Okay. So I'm going to go back to the main modules page here, and so that is here. The slides are here. The assignment that you're going to be working on all day in class on Thursday, tomorrow, the 5th, is related to this big ProQuest assignment that you have to complete. And essentially what you're doing at first, and I asked you in class last week to get started on this, basically I just want you to begin to look at ProQuest, begin to look at the topic, start doing some research, maybe come with a source or two. But like I said last week in class, the majority of this is going to be done in class tomorrow. And what you're going to do is find 10 sources, and I'll click on the link here, related to media bias. And then once you find those sources, you're simply going to cite them according to APA style or MLA style. You can pick whichever one you want. I would suggest going with one that's most closely related to your major. You're gonna put those into correct APA format. Now, the other thing we're going to go over in class a little bit tomorrow is related to how to use other sources to cite APA style or MLA style. Okay, so I showed you a little bit quickly last week in class how if you're doing a ProQuest search, you can very easily cite that source and it pulls it up. You choose your style selection, whether you want APA, MLA, Chicago, or another, and then it'll format it properly based on the selection of the format that you choose. For this, that's pretty simple to do when you're using the library databases, and especially with ProQuest. It's pretty accurate. I mean, for the most part. They had some glitches whenever there was a changeover from APA 5th to 6th edition. But other than that, it's pretty accurate. There are some other ways that you can do it as well, and this is some of the stuff that we're going to go over in class tomorrow. Okay, so I just wanted to alert you to that. Really, I just want you to begin to look at this, and if you're getting some of the sources done, that's great. If not, like I said, we're going to be working on this in class tomorrow. I'm going to have you work together. We're going to go over a few things in class. I said the entire class, but that's not entirely true. So I'm going to spend about 15-20 minutes going over some of these other ways to cite sources. I'll continue that next Tuesday when we meet as well. So for this first part of the ProQuest assignment, you're finding 10 sources related to media bias. You're going to use the ProQuest database within the Mounts holdings of their electronic holdings, and then you're going to email this one to me, and you can see right here the bolded line right here, or not the bolded, the all caps line, the email to, and then my email address with the subject line. This one's important. ICT101 08 if you're in section 8, or it would be ICT 101.10, ProQuest P1 if you're in section 10. The section 8 class is the class that meets at 12:30. The section 10 class is the class that meets at 2, right? Yeah, you'll get it. So that's it. That's all I have for now. please take a look at the assignment. Begin to at least look over, start doing some searching. Come to class with questions, and we will go over this in detail and work great detail on it tomorrow. Okay, that's it. Have a good evening. Bye.